What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most brutally challenging games on the NES, Ninja Gaiden II. If you thought the first game was tough, just wait until you see what this sequel throws at you. This is a game that will test not only your patience, but your reflexes and probably your sanity. But don't worry, I've got all the strategies you need to conquer this ninja nightmare. Before we jump into the action, let's quickly cover the basics. You're controlling Ryu Hayabusa, and the core mechanics are pretty straightforward. You've got your basic slash attack with B, jump with A, and you can climb most walls by jumping toward them. The key mechanic you'll want to master is wall jumping. Climb a wall, then press A while holding away from the wall to leap off. This is crucial for navigating the trickier platforming sections. Now here's something really cool. Those orange Ryu faces you'll see scattered around, those create phantom doubles, which are like orange after images that copy your movements with a slight delay. You can have up to 2 at once, and they're absolute game changers for boss fights, since they attack when you attack, but from their position. Your sub-weapons are accessed by holding up and pressing B. The basic shuriken is okay, but you'll definitely want to upgrade to the windmill shuriken when you find it. That thing comes back to you and you can hit multiple times. Fire Ninpo is your heavy hitter for tough enemies and bosses. Stage 1. Alright, let's get started. Right off the bat, you'll face some axe-wielding enemies. Nothing too scary here, just slash and move forward. See that water tower coming up? Jump on top of it and grab the orb on the left. That's your first power-up, the Fireball Ninpo. As we move through this urban landscape, keep an eye out for enemies dropping from above. Those bats love to surprise you, so always be ready with a quick slash. Notice how I'm breaking those orange orbs as I go? Some contain energy to refill your sub-weapon meter. Others have point bonuses or power-ups. Here's a key section coming up. You'll want to use wall climbing to reach the building tops. Jump to that wall between the buildings, climb up, then wall jump to the opposite building. See that orb up there? That's the phantom double. Definitely grab it for the upcoming boss fight. The underground section at the end is pretty straightforward. Our first boss, Dando, looks intimidating, but he's actually pretty predictable. Get in close, land about 4 hits, then immediately run to the wall. He'll charge at you, and when he does, jump over him and repeat the process from the other side. Stage 2, the moving train. Stage 2 switches things up with a moving train sequence. You'll be jumping between train cars while enemies attack from all directions. The key here is to stay mobile, but not rush. There are plenty of power-ups scattered across the cars. Watch for enemies jumping between cars. They'll try to knock you off, so be ready to slash them mid-air. Those birds are particularly annoying since they swoop down at you from unpredictable angles. If you've grabbed the Fire Ninpo earlier, this is a great place to use it. That windmill shuriken you can pick up on one of the middle cars, absolutely grab it. It's going to be your best friend for the rest of the stage. The snowy mountain section that follows introduces wind effects. Pay attention to the snow direction. It'll push you around and can make or break those tricky jumps. Wait for favorable wind before attempting longer leaps. Bear and Spider is where the difficulty really starts ramping up. The wind is still active during this fight, which makes positioning crucial. If you've saved up Fire Ninpo, unload it all at the start while standing to the right of this platform. Stage 3, lightning and darkness. Now we're getting into the really challenging stuff. Stage 3 features lightning effects that make most of the level pitch black. You can only see during lightning flashes, so patience is absolutely critical here. Move slowly and wait for lightning before making any significant jumps. Those gaps in the platforms are death traps if you can't see them coming. When you do see enemies or obstacles during a flash, make note of their positions. They don't move much between flashes. These floating flames are particularly dangerous in the dark. Use your basic shuriken to take them out from a distance when you can see them. Don't try to slash them up close unless you're sure of their positioning. The platforming sections with thin platforms is probably the hardest part of the entire stage. Take your time, use the lightning flashes to plan your route, and don't be afraid to wait for multiple flashes before committing to a jump. Funky Dynamite boss fight. This boss has two phases, aerial and ground. When he's flying around dropping bombs, stay mobile and use any remaining fire ninpo. The damage is incredible. We're talking about a third of his health bar gone with a good hit. When he lands, he'll spread bombs in an arc pattern. Stage 4. Fire pits and lava. Stage 4 introduces fire hazards everywhere. Those pits shoot fireballs that break into 4 pieces, so timing your jumps is crucial. Don't rush, wait for the fireball to emerge, break apart, and clear the screen before jumping. The log sequence over the lava is brutal. You'll have fireballs coming up after every log, plus birds and bats trying to knock you down. Focus on survival over collecting items here. Use your sub-weapons literally to clear the air of enemies. When you reach the water current section, remember that jumping moves you faster than walking against the current. Those slimes on the walls are priority targets. Take them out with shurikens before attempting to climb. Okay, this boss is all about environmental awareness. The water currents will push you forward toward the death pits on both sides. Stage 5 adds ice physics to make your life even more difficult. You'll slide around on most surfaces, making precise platforming much harder. The key is to use short jumps instead of trying to walk precisely. Those spiders hanging from webs are easier to hit by jumping and slashing rather than trying to position yourself perfectly on the slippery ground. When you see multiple enemies on icy platforms, Fire Nimpo can clear them all at once and is worth the energy cost. The Phantom Doubles become even more valuable here, since they can help with crowd control while you're struggling with the slippery movement. Moving on to Ashtar, which is pure pattern recognition. He appears, shoots fireballs in all directions, waits, then disappears. If you have Fire Nimpo and Phantom Doubled, unleash everything at him at the start. The Nimpo pattern destroys his projectiles while damaging him. Stage 6, Underground Ruins. The Underground Ruin sections are more about careful navigation than intense action. Those brick structures can hide you from enemy attacks, so use them strategically. Walk behind them when you see foreground elements. Watch for enemies dropping from above. Those snails will fall right on your head if you're not paying attention. The flame enemies that form in the air are predictable, so you can position yourself to slash them as they approach. Moving on to the Kelberos twin boss fight. This is a unique boss fight. Two gargoyle creatures, but only one of them takes damage. You have to hit both to figure out which is real. The purple gas clouds they spit are just as dangerous as the bosses themselves. Windmill shurikens or Fire Nimpo work great here since they can hit both enemies simultaneously. Stage 7, the Gauntlet. The final stage is a marathon of everything the game has thrown at you this far. Precise platforming, tough enemies, environmental hazards, it's all here. Conservative play wins the day here. Don't take unnecessary risks for minor power-ups. Those acid dripping vines are new and nasty. Time your movements to avoid the drips, and don't linger underneath them. The flame rooms require quick movement. Get to safety fast rather than trying to fight everything. This is it, the final Jackio fight. Jackio has 3 distinct forms, each requires a different strategy. Phase 1, flying purple form shooting 4 fireball bursts. Stay near the right wall and low to the ground. There's actually a safe spot here. Phase 2, face in the wall shooting single fireballs. The real danger here is acid dripping from everywhere. Stay mobile, dodge the acid first, fireballs second. Your movement is more important than getting hits in. Phase 3, destroy the head and claws. They seem to share health. Once they're gone, you can actually damage his main health bar. The exposed heart is your target, but those energy balls from his neck are deadly. Wait for a volley to pass, run in for hits, then retreat. It's all about patience and timing. And there you have it, Ninja Gaiden 2 is conquered. This game is absolutely brutal, but with the right strategies and a lot of patience, it's definitely beatable. The key takeaways: always prioritize phantom doubles and fire Nimpo. Don't rush the platforming sections. And remember that sometimes the best offense is a good defense, especially in the final boss fights. If this walkthrough helped you beat this classic, smash that like button and let me know in the comments which NES game you'd like to see next. These retro challenges are some of the favorite content I like to make. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.